show up. Why isn't my fucking thing here? It should be. Yeah, it says I'm live, but it's not showing up. There it goes. That took a minute. Control C. Control V. Okay, let me just get chat pulled up on my phone, and then I will be good to start. Make sure my phone is muted, that'd be helpful. Okay, hello everyone, I'm streaming Monster Hunter. Oh, hello Haru. Haru is best girl. I love Haru. She's my favorite Persona 5 character. I'm streaming Monster Hunter Wilds today. I am streaming right now on my own, because my best friend just got off work and she has to take care of everything once she does. But she said she wouldn't be opposed to joining after, so we might see a Frost joining. That doesn't help because I just closed the chat. There we go, just put it back up. As always, I am playing this off of Remote Play. I did look up a quick guide, so hopefully adding her to Discord won't be too difficult. Oh, Luxon apparently just uploaded the epilogue for Xenoblade X video. I liked the epilogue for Xenoblade X in Chapter 13. A lot of people didn't, but I liked it. I'm kind of concerned to watch that video, because I know it's going to determine the fandom's fucking opinion on the game for, like, the next 7 years. But there are some things that I would like to hear his perspective on. As a fellow Xenoblade lore nerd, it's kind of interesting hearing different informed takes that aren't always how you feel about it. I need to turn the TV down. I didn't even think about that. I had my headphones in. I was like, wait, why am I hearing the audio? Alright, hopefully you guys won't have the double audio anymore. Sorry about that. But yeah, I really liked it. I like the way they decided to incorporate Xenogears and Xenosaga into the canon. I won't spoil it, but I liked it. A lot of people didn't, but that's fine. That's kind of what I expected from it. I'll probably watch his video on it later. So, there have been some updates. As you can see, I have a completely different layered armor now. It is loosely inspired by a Bleach Shiakusho, because I like Bleach. Where are my items and stuff at? In terms of monsters I need to hunt, there are a couple of events going on that I still need to get the parts for. I haven't hunted Arc-Tempered Raidao at all, but I don't think I want to try it with input delay yet, because I've heard he's really fucking hard. So I guess for now, let's just find something easy we can fight to get a feel for the, input delay. That sounds smart. If I can remember the controls for this game. I unfortunately haven't been playing Wilds as much as I played World or Rise or any of the other Monster Hunters. There's a lot about this game that I do like, and there's a lot about this game that just drives me absolutely up the fucking wall. And I find that when I play it on my own, the things that annoy me start to annoy me to such an extent that I want to stop playing the game for a while. When I'm playing with friends, it's not too bad, but, like, the menu system in this game is so goddamn atrocious. It's fine, I'm getting used to it, but it's not my favorite. Where's that chill bug? There's usually a chill bug, like, right here by the entrance.
Don't let them go to waste.
I did not mean to go up here, but alright. That's another thing that I'm not terribly thrilled about, is the sacred controls. These little paths are really cool, but I find they're more janky than functional a lot of the time. That's a bigger mantle bug. Oh well, it doesn't look like we're in the middle of the fire season anyway, so it's probably fine, right? As I attempt to remember the controls. I've been playing Dark Souls and fucking, Oblivion, so I am... every time I play this, I have to, like, re-teach myself the controls. That was cool, like, jumps just didn't do anything. Hopefully it looks a little bit better than the last couple of Oblivion streams. I didn't realize this, but I had the quality setting in, the Remote Play app set to 360p. It said it was only for the PS4 version, but when I clicked it back to 720, I immediately noticed it looked better, even on the PS5, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But hopefully it looks better for you guys. Also, hopefully you can hear me okay. I didn't do any sound testing this time, so I'm kind of in a hurry to get going. I haven't streamed in a couple days because I've been in not a great headspace. I'm trying to stream at least 2 to 3 times a week, but I kind of went a full week without streaming. I spent like 4 of those 7 days not at home because I was having a bit of a mental health episode. Not to go too deep into personal stuff, but this administration sucks. I'll just leave it at that. So I went and spent some time with my best friend, and now I'm back home. I was going to stream yesterday, but there was a really fucking bad storm, and my game is really bad because of it, so I just spent the day in bed instead. But it finally stopped raining. Oh, raining is putting it lightly. It was a fucking storm. The weather's cleared up and I feel better, so I'm streaming today is the gist of it. I don't know how long I'll be streaming. I literally just got out of bed, hopped in the shower, and was like, hey, I'm gonna stream today, so I'll stream for that. Is it asleep? It is asleep. That's what I get for looking at my other monitor for half a second during a hunt. My cat has sleep weapons, so that's why it fell asleep. I am a big advocate of the cult of Scatterfish. Praise be his name. I'm not sure when my best friend is going to join. She just said she isn't opposed to joining. She would be down for it, so I'm not sure when. She might not end up joining, that's why I have put her in the description, just in case she doesn't. Oh, little crabs. I haven't been capturing endemic life in this one because you can't, like, keep them as pets, which is a massive, massive downgrade from Monster Hunter World. Also, I've learned that that dive bomb is apparently an offset attack, but I've never been able to actually land it properly. Not that it matters, the thing instead. Was the... I don't remember if the Grand Hub had been added the last time I played this. I don't think it had been yet, so we can go check that out. Okay. Come on, let me open my map. There we go. I don't know why it's been doing that lately. It's really annoying. There's a Blagonga. I don't really want to fight the Blagonga, though. That's the other kind of problem that I'm running into with this game, is there are very few monsters that I actively want to hunt in this one. And that's kind of a problem, because I just don't have a lot of motivation to play the game if there aren't monsters that I actually like hunting. There are a couple I like, but compared to World and Rise, I feel the roster in this one is incredibly samey. Let's see, 3 in the basin. Would have been nice if they counted that. 1 event, 4 Vestblade, 1 high rank, 6-star tempered. Okay. That Vestblade's gonna be annoying. So let's see what the event quests are. So this is the Grand Hub. There's currently an event going on where it's all cherry blossom themed. This outfit is from this event. There's these cute little bobblehead cats. That's fun. This is the arena.
Yeah.
This is here. Let's see, event quests. So this is the new Raidao. So I believe these are the 2 events that I need. It looks like I specifically need this one, the Wallop Arena. I don't know if I want to fight the double Wallop Arena just by myself, though. That sounds annoying. Yeah, we'll do a tempered frog. I like the Frogu. I know he's a basic bitch monster, but Frogu and Chicken are actually 2 of the monsters I like the most in this game.
Some quest now. Are you prepared?
Maybe I should put some here. Unfortunately, these aren't Vestblades, these are Bagolchis. That was not what I meant to do. I don't even care what was asleep. You do want to pick up these blue slinger ammo. They are significantly stronger than regular ones. Fucking camera. That's the other thing I fucking cool. I fucking despise about this game is the fucking sticky lock-on camera. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm not even fucking lock on to that fucking thing, and it wouldn't just let me look at the thing I was trying to pick up. It drives me insane. This is another thing that drives me insane about this game, is the fucking janky-ass hitboxes for some of the focuses drive me nuts. Like I said, there's a lot about this game that I really like, and there's a lot about this game that drives me absolutely batshit crazy. And unfortunately, I'm going to complain about the things that drive me insane, because I really wish they would fucking patch this game or fix them. And Frogu is dead. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. If I remember correctly, this event quest gives armor spheres. Or no, is it ingredients? Is that a different one? I don't remember. Looks like armor spheres. Which, I mean, I do need. The armor set I'm currently wearing isn't actually fully upgraded because I constantly need fucking armor spheres. Where is the fucking forge here?
Come on over. You have any requests?
Yeah, I don't think I'm even, not even fully upgrade this. Oh boy, fun times. Looks like we're doing more Frogos.
Yeah.
Or is there a different hunt that rewards armor spheres? Armor spheres, okay. It looks like a Balahara, but it's a low rank. Which is strange. I mean, a low rank Balahara is going to go down immediately, but it's probably not going to drop the kind of armor spheres that I need. I'll fight it just to be sure, but... it is most assuredly more than likely not what I'm after. Most assuredly, most likely? I'm not sure what I said there, but I feel like it was a double negative. Sometimes that happens with mouse salad. There's a chicken over there. I like the chicken. Do I want to switch weapons is the question. We'll stick with longsword for now, see how well we do. Balahara is not one of my favorite monsters, but this is learning, so it's fine. That was not what I meant to do. I'll be real, I didn't even notice that I had fucking, I had my bombs equipped because my fucking microphone is directly in front of the items there, so I couldn't even see what I had equipped. I didn't even mean to press the fucking use item button either, by the way, but that's fine. Whatever. It happened. Well, looks like my friend has just sent me a message, but I don't know what it says, because I'm kind of finding a fucking desert fucking sphincter. I felt that in my soul. Too early. That's part of what I hate about this monster, is the delays are so fucking long on its attacks. It like fucks with you a little bit. It fucks with me. I felt like a moment of input delay as I pressed the button, so I was like, I'm gonna get a hit for this, I can fucking tell. And then it worked. Hallelujah, huzzah. Let's see if it was actually fucking worth it. Probably not. Like, I would be shocked if I get fucking anything better than a regular or tier 2 armor sphere.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Which, like, any armor sphere is points, so it'll be used, but something worth 5,000 points is worth more than something worth 100. Or 10, or however much the single ones are worth. Yep, just regular ass armor spheres. Cool. Well, I mean, I got 1+, that's something. And it took me roughly the same amount of time to kill this that it took the, Shadowcarbra, so I think that'll probably be faster. Sounds like she just got out of the shower, so she's going to finish getting everything taken care of, and then she will join shortly. I will be right back. I'm gonna go take some paper. Good old ibuprofen. Yes, even just sitting in my chair for 23 minutes is enough to give my knees pain. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, so she's going to be joining shortly. I think I'll just keep doing Shadowcarbra hunts until she joins. That way I can get armor spheres. To be fair, this is not the armor set that I'm going to be going into the, Arch-Tempered Raidal for. Because both of my main sets have, like, minus fucking 15 Thunder Res, because I use the Mizu and the Uthduna sets, neither of which is conducive to getting hit by a railgun. So I might switch to a different set, or perhaps build something with, like, armor res. Depending on how annoying that will be. really need to get better about actually using the fucking sneak attack mechanic. I did find out that it is different from just planting an opening hit, but I'm so used to just opening hit that it's hard for me to, like, not do that, I guess. It's hard to explain. Like, every single time I just jump in and do it, and then immediately after I've committed to pressing the button, I was like, oh fuck, I should have caught for the ticket. Oh well. My thumb suddenly started hurting. That's the other reason I haven't been playing this one very much, is recently my hand has been hurting a lot from using the PS4 and PS5 controllers. They are just not as comfortable as the fucking Switch controller, the Pro controller. The Joy-Con suck, like, make no mistake, the Joy-Con are absolutely horrendous controllers. But the actual, like, Pro controller, I have the Xenoblade one, and it's, like, my favorite controller that I own. I think it's so comfortable. Sometimes I press the button and then, like, immediately I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get from that. Why didn't I wait? Usually it's because I'm, like, worried about how long I'm in a position where I can do the input, and that if I wait for too long, I'll get hit, because I can't do the input anymore. That's usually where the mistake comes in, but, like, the obvious solution is I should just dodge or be in a position where you can't get hit during that time period instead of trying to go for the counter. And, like, my brain logically recognizes that, but hard to put in practice sometimes for me. I don't know if that's ADHD or just being bad at video games, whatever you want to call it. I make no illusions or claims to be the best person ever at video games. I think I am average to slightly above average to very far below average, depending on my familiarity with the game and what game I'm, like, playing with, or who I'm playing with and stuff, because, like, fighting games, I think I'm moderately okay at Smash, but then I go online and I get destroyed. I think I'm moderately okay at Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and then I see clips of gameplay on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know how to begin doing that shit. I did play Mario Kart Double Dash, like, locally competitive back in Utah for a little bit, but that was years and years ago. I have not done that for a hot minute. I am still fairly good at Mario Kart 8, like, I'm the best person in my friend group. Fan group, yes, that's the fucking kill if they heard me say that. I'm, like, the best person in my friend group when it comes to Mario Kart, but, like, if I were to try and play it actually competitive again like I used to, I would probably get destroyed. In this, I just care about having fun. I don't really, like, min-max my DPS or use the highest meta-tier builds. In general, I prefer to have fun when I play games and not have, like, math-induced anxiety attacks over what is the most optimal thing I could be doing at that moment. I kind of have the same mindset with Yu-Gi-Oh! Where, like, I use the decks I like even though most of them are objectively trash compared to the current meta shit. Like, I think the two most meta decks that I own right now are the new Blue Eyes deck and an Exo Sisters deck, and the Blue Eyes deck isn't even the actual, like, meta version of it. I don't have any of the Pyrite cards. I just have the 3 copies of the new Blue Eyes structure deck, which, to be fair, is really good. The new Blue Eyes support is chef's kiss. It's so fucking nice. That deck is actually, like, good now and not terrible. Because I started my ex-boyfriend on the Blue Eyes deck, the previous starter. I can't remember what it's called right now. Not Legend of the Blue Eyes by Dragon, because that was the, like, very first starter, like, pack. It was the one that had Azure Eyes Silver Dragon as the boss monster. Whatever the fuck that deck was called. I started him off on 2 of those. And it was fine, but he didn't really play it like a Blue Eyes deck. He played it like a stun deck. So, like, he had 3 copies of Swords of Revealing Light. He had 3 copies of Skill Drain. He had 3 copies of Dark Hole. He had 3 copies of Regeki. Shit like that. And then, like, some of the only cards he had in his actual deck where he had 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I bought him 3 additional copies of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, just so he could, like, get something on the field. He had 3 Nimble Mamungas, a Kaibaman, and a Kaiser Seahorse. And, like, it just didn't work. The thing is, with that deck, you either pissed me off, because he only ever played it with me, he either pissed me off to the point that I threw the game and let him win, or he would lose. And there was, like, no in-between. So it didn't feel good for either of us. So eventually I started him going on the, you know what, I need some Guardian parts, so I'm gonna do this Guardian Doshiba just while I'm chatting. After the Blue Eyes, I got him started on a Dark World deck, but due to the inherent flaw of Dark World monsters, which is their card text, he found the deck really hard to actually use. For some context, for people who don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or have but have never used Dark World, Dark World is one of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes that was introduced, and as such, it has a lot of quirks to it. The main gimmick is that when a monster is discarded from the hand, you will get an effect. Then, if the discard was triggered by an opponent's card effect, you will get an additional benefit of some variety. But the way it's worded on the cards can be a little bit weird. So, like, it might say if this card is discarded by a card effect, do X, and then semicolon, if this card was discarded by opponent's card effect, do the exact same thing. And it's like, well, okay, what is the actual effect of this card type thing? Or it'll say, if this card is discarded by an effect and have nothing, and then if it was discarded by an opponent's card effect, it'll do something. There's some cards like that as well. So there was a lot of, like, weird rulings, and, like, he wasn't sure what he could use with the cards. Like, for example, Skill Drain, I had to teach him that Skill Drain only affects what's currently actively on the field, not what card effects are activated, period. So, like, his, one thing he really liked about it was that he could use the Dark World discard effects while still under Skill Drain, but then he would forget that he couldn't do them once they hit the field. I think it was Grappling, the one that, when it's summoned, he can destroy a card on the field. He kept trying to do that one under Skill Drain. I'm like, no, you were able to do its discard effect, which let you special summon it, but you can't use the follow-up effect to destroy a card, because it's now on the field. That part of the effect has been negated. And he was like, oh, I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's full of weird, like, loopholes and technicalities like that. So he mostly ended up playing the Blue Eyes deck. But I knew that this structure deck was coming, the Blue Eyes White Destiny. I was like, listen, I know this deck isn't great, but literally in like 3 months we're gonna get a new we're getting a new structure deck for it. It's gonna be really good. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll wait. And then we ended up breaking up, which, like, the way that went down sucked, and in retrospect, a lot of that relationship wasn't great. I won't go into details, because personal life, but the relationship didn't end up working out, but I was still interested in the new Blue Eyes deck, and like, I pre-ordered it, so I was like, okay, I'll just fucking get the card to see. And I ended up really liking it. I really like True Light. True Light's a fun card. I love that there's an Xyz Blue Eyes monster. I think that's so funny. It's a fun card, but I don't summon it very often, because, like, when I have... So my normal play is I will try to get a Blue Eyes alternative on the field after discarding Maiden of Light, because that will let me use the True Light to set a spell or trap, which might get me another Blue Eyes, or might get me another card that I need. Then I can use the effect of alternative, who becomes a Blue Eyes White Dragon when it hits the field. So the way I interpret that card is that it hits the field, and then when it does, it's a Blue Eyes, so it triggers the effect of Maiden of Light. So then I will have the opportunity to either then special summon another Blue Eyes with True Light if I have one, or some variety of card combination that might get me a Blue Eyes. Get me a Blue Eyes, like, I forget the name of the card, the one that's discard a card and then add a level 1 tuner and a spell or trap dimensions. I can do that to add White Stone of Legends, summon that, and then link it off for the new Blue Eyes Link 1, which will get me a Blue Eyes in hand. It's not ideal because it's just a Blue Eyes in hand and not on the field, and I have then used True Light, so I can't use its special summon effect. But I might have other ways to special summon it, like if I have I think it's Dictator of B is the new Kaiba retrained that lets me special summon the Blue Eyes, so I discard the card. It might be Kaiser Seahorse, I don't remember. Anyway, the thing that I like about the new Blue Eyes deck is there's a lot of different, like, potential combo chains you can do, but they're not terribly complicated. Like, one of the archetypes that I really, really wanted to like was the Cyber Dark Dragon, the new Cyber Dark cards. Well, I say new, but they came out, like, a year and a half ago or something like that. I think it's Cyber Dark Impact, the one that's like Cyber Darkness and Dragon and all of that. That's a really cool archetype, and there's a lot of stuff you can do about them, but I just found the ideal route to your end board was really, really inconsistent. Because you don't have a specific combo chain that you have to go for. It was you counting cards, basically. It didn't matter how you did it, but you had to get 5 specific cards in the graveyard in order to do your main end board with that deck. And the main end board was just a big monster. It's a really big monster. And I think it can't be destroyed by either spells or battle, and I don't remember which. Or, no, I think it's card effects. It can't be destroyed by card effects, because I'm pretty sure it's a Towers type card, where the challenge is that you have to have over, like, 4,500, I think, attack points to beat it. Anyway, it's a decent boss monster. It's just not fucking impossible to summon. Because, like, you have to summon a certain... It really depends on what cards you have in your hand. Because if you just don't have a good starting card in your hand with that archetype, there's nothing you can do. And, like, you sort of have to build your deck around that possibility, because the individual effects of the Cyberdark monsters are all terrible. Like, they can only summon a monster from the graveyard to equip it if it's a dragon-type monster that's, I think, level 3. And I'm pretty sure it might be under a specific attack point, or something like that. It's been a hot minute since I've used the cards, but they have a really stupid restriction. So, like, your goal is to get out that boss monster with the deck, because if you don't, your individual monsters are going to be absolutely steamrolled by literally any other archetype. The couple of new cards were cool. They added, like, some searchers and stuff, and the field spell does a lot. But the field spell is also worded in an incredibly strange way. least I think it's the field spell. It's Cybernetic Horizon, I think is the name of the card, which lets you discard a card from hand, send a card from your deck to the graveyard, send a card from the extra deck to the graveyard, and then add a card to your hand. But the way it's worded is real funky with that one. So, like, I enjoy the Blue Eyes deck because it's the same kind of idea of there isn't a single combo that you have to do, but it's a lot more forgiving in that you don't necessarily need a starter. Like, if your opening hand doesn't contain Maiden of Light, that's not an immediate game over. Like, yes, you do want Maiden of Light in your starting hand so you can get True Light immediately, but there are enough ways to get Maiden of Light to your hand using other cards that it's not the end of the world if you don't. But the problem with that is you often run into the end, at least I often run into the end goal problem of, I can either make the Xyz monster, or I can make Spirit Dragon. And if I make Spirit Dragon, I can then go into Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which is an Omni Negate, and when it blows up, it'll get Spirit Dragon back on the next turn. Or I can make the Xyz monster, and then as long as one of its materials is a Blue Eyes, and I have another Blue Eyes in the grave, I can detach one to summon the other Blue Eyes, and then if I have the spell card, I can banish that, attach the Blue Eyes with Neo Blue Eyes, tribute both of them, get Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, and then I have a negate in the grave. So, like, there's alternative paths, but it's, sometimes you don't have everything necessary to get both, which I imagine that's where the Pyrite cards come in, because I've seen some crazy shit with the Pyrite card combos, but I don't have any of those, because they're meta right now, so they are fucking expensive. Like how I don't have any of the, not Sword Soul. What the fuck is that archetype? The one that everyone is using, the Light Fiends. Oh, I'm blanking on their name right now. The boss monster is a fusion monster called Desiree. Fiendsmith. I don't have any of the Fiendsmith cards either, just because... Actually, I have request on it here. So I'm kind of just yapping currently while I wait for my friend. Maybe we'll do another short quest. I don't have any of the Fiendsmith cards. I know they make, like, basically every deck that can use them better just by virtue of them existing. But they're also expensive. That's the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're a casual player like me, is some of the cards look really cool, but then become meta, so you just can never actually use them. Like, a while back, new Vampire and Melodious support was announced, and I used both of those decks, both a Vampire and a Melodious deck. But the problem was that those new cards became meta, but the actual decks themselves didn't. Like, basically every zombie deck will run the zombie vampire just because it's a good card, but you don't actually see any vampire decks benefiting from it. So, like, even though I was running a vampire deck, I couldn't add the new vampire card because it was a meta card that everyone else wanted for their non-vampire decks. By the time the Melodious support had come out, I had transitioned to a DDD and a, what was the other deck I was using? I can't remember what deck I was using this. I know DDD was the big main one that I was using, because that was my, my main deck up until the Jack Atlas structure deck that I got. The Jack Atlas deck, I love. That deck is so fun. Unfortunately, or I guess I should say, funnily, whenever I do, like, test duels, because I unfortunately don't have anyone to play with right now, and I don't like playing Master Duels, so most of the time I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm playing against myself to, like, test out new card combo ideas and stuff. Whenever I do test pools between my Blue Eyes, the new Blue Eyes, that would have been my boyfriend's and my Jack Atlas deck, whoever wins is determined almost entirely by who goes first, and I think it's really funny. Which, like, that's how a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played now, but I don't run a lot of hand traps and stuff, because I think they're annoying, especially when I'm playing against myself. Like, oh, okay, I know exactly the point that this would be good to use, so if I use it, I just know this deck is going to win. So, like, the goal for the Jack Atlas deck is to get Crimson Resonator and literally any level 4 monster, though ideally Bone Archfiend, into your starting hand. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. There's Resonator Call, Resonator, whatever the other one is, the less good one. You can also do, like, not Vision Resonator, I think it's Soul Resonator, the one that, not the one that looks like Harley Carbine, the other new one. You can use that to add any level 4 or lower Fiend monster, so like, if you have a, say, you have a Bone Heart Fiend in your hand, or no, say you have a Crimson Resonator in your hand, and a Soul Resonator, but no level 4 monsters, you can use Crimson Resonator's effect to special summon it, then summon another monster, then summon your Soul Resonator, use its effect to get Bone Archfiend, and then use Bone Archfiend's effect to special summon itself. And then you can either go into the Crimson Nova, or Crimson Supernova Dragon by going into Red Rising Dragon, and then using Crimson Resonator's effect to special summon Vision Resonator and Red Resonator, I think is the other one. Or you can use Bone Archfiend's effect to increase Soul Resonator's level to level 4, and then tune both of those together in order to get a Scarred Dragon Archfiend. And I think you could actually still do the Scarred Dragon Archfiend with Crimson Resonator, so it'd be 8, 9, 10. So you would need to special summon the 2 level 1 Resonators with Crimson Resonator's effect. But yes, you could still do that. Then when you special summon that way, if your opponent has anything on their board that's in attack position, Scarred Dragon Archfiend's effect will activate, and it'll blow up every attack position monster on their field, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, it'll special summon a Red Dragon Archfiend, which I don't know if it actually works for Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend as well, because it says it's treated, but I don't know if it's just on the field or how that works. One of my own personal homebrew rules is that retrains count as the exact same monster whenever I'm playing with friends or whatever, so like I will often summon Scarlight, but if you have Crimson Gaia, I think is the name of the card on the field, then regular Red Dragon Archfiend is also good to summon, because when that attacks, all face-up monsters on your opponent's side of the field are changed into face-down defense position, so all effects are negated, which is great, and when Red Dragon Archfiend attacks a defense position monster, it'll blow up every defense position monster. So, like, there's a lot of interesting combos to, like, wipe the board the Red Dragon Archfiend deck can do. Probably the favorite and best of mine, or my favorite, is the Red Supernova Dragon, the boss monster. Technically there's 2 boss monsters, the other one being Hot Red Dragon King Calamity? Whatever that thing, the fucking 4-armed dragon. I know everybody hates that card, and it's banned in some format or another, I believe, but I actually, like, never summon that monster, because the reason everyone hates that card is that they summon it during your turn using, I think, Crimson Dragon, and I don't have Crimson Dragon, so I can't summon it during my opponent's turn, so its ability to shut down effects for a turn is a lot less good, It still is good, but most of the time I would rather summon Red Supernova Dragon, because that has the effect of whenever a monster effect is activated, it can banish itself to banish every single card on your opponent's board. Like monsters, back row, field spell, all of it just gone. It's amazing. I still have not heard from Friendo. I'm sending her a message to see if she is just about ready. Because, like, she said she was going to start getting set up at 7:18, and it's currently 7:48, so...
Alright, let me know if you change your mind.
She didn't send me an invite I missed, did she? No, she has not. Is she active? No. It says Warders, though. You might want to join. I don't know if he will, though. Alright, I sent her a message. We will find out what the plan is as soon as she sees it in response. In the meantime, I guess I will go see if I can upgrade my armor any further.
Come on over.
I probably can't by too much. Yeah, not even a full level yet. Is there a good way to farm heavy armor spheres? I think it's from the... Maybe I have an investigation saved? I would really like some armor spheres that aren't shit. Okay, I'm going to Google to see if there's a good way to get king armor spheres. Give me a second. So apparently just completing event quests and using lucky vouchers. But I've been saving this for whenever a friend wants to join, so I guess we'll just keep doing event quests. Let's change it up though. Let's do Rathian. I like Rathian. Although she is a lot more aggressive in this game than I'm used to. They made her so much faster. I didn't check to see if anyone wanted to feed me. But I still have 10 minutes left on my food, so it's fine. For now, I will eat a ration.
Heard from the others.
Give me your sand peppers. Delicious ingredients. Hello again. Literally, once again, as soon as I jump off an attack, I'm like, oh, I should have done a sneak attack. Every fucking time. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, not really. I don't know why I just keep doing that battle. Earphones on. The screen device. Dodge right into that. It wasn't intentional, if it's any consolation, but I still dodged right into that. The wrong direction. Let's do this. Yes, you can do that in the air. It's hard to land. Chicken careful. One chicken versus another chicken. Both fire type chickens. It's like the Kalos bird fire flying type versus a Torchic. I don't remember what the Kalos type Pokemon's name is. The like generic Pidgey except it's a fire type because they had to do something special. Got the skulls now, so that's did I carve its tail? I don't see its tail. There's its tail. No response yet from friend. Is Chicken going for revenge? Poor Chocobo, all muddy. Yeah, nothing yet. Sorry guys, give me just 1 second. So it's fine. Whatever. Oh, that's a fun kill screen. Take a screenshot of that. Or not, it's new limited bounties. I don't know what I thought that was, but I thought it was the daily login bonus. 3 cliffs in quest, or 3 quests in cliff. I can English. 1 event quest, 1 hero bumby, 1 tempered 6-star. Well, if we manage to beat the raid out, it'll be that. Looks like they do have some advanced atmospheres. 1 heavy atmosphere. Sure. Alright, looks like she is getting set up right now, but her husband will not be joining. So just for us, no worked. Which is probably... yeah, that's what I expected. The fuck was that noise? I don't know what that fucking noise was, but made me mildly uncomfortable. Zeus. Yes. Feed me your weird salamander meat. Crustacean meat. That's not actually crustacean. Okay, phone. That's cool. Just fall over. Yep. Alright, where are you, Maggie? Must be yes, instructor yet. Okay. Also, another thing that annoys me, I don't like that the quest counter person Alma can just walk around town sometimes. It can make her really hard to find when you need her for shit.
I'll be waiting here.
If she wants to hop on Discord, I might have to restart the stream really quick just so I can add it to OBS, but that shouldn't take too long. If anything, it'll just make this look like 2 separate videos, but that's whatever. I've already been streaming for about an hour anyway. So... I'm just waiting to hear from her. I figured she says she's setting up, so no point in departing on a hunt that she will be ready for, but... maybe a Frogu hunt. Actually... I'm just going to have a snack real quick. Okay, it sounds like she does want to do voice chat. So I'm going to end the stream shortly here while we get everything set up. That way we can do like audio testing, make sure everything sounds good. Then I will go live again. So yeah, I will be back shortly. I don't know exactly how long, but she says she is getting set up upstairs. So I imagine it will be very shortly, probably like 10 minutes at most. Alright. See you guys in a bit.